So CitizenCon is just about to start, and they dropped a couple Warbond CCUs for us and a couple other little sale items in the store. So let's check them out. So it looks like as part of the CitizenCon launch, we've got the Zeus Mark II ES and CL available with Warbond CCUs. They are the same price, so I'm just going to go through one. It'll be the same path for either. Here we go. So $15 discount. Keep in mind that this is a discount off of the new inflated price because it is apparently releasing to all of us now. It used to be $150, I think, was a concept price. Let's double check that. Let's go over here to the CCU game app. As you can see, the standard edition, which was technically the concept edition, this verbiage is not actually correct, but still the price is correct. So it used to be $150, increased $25 to $175. And you can get it at a discount right now, $10 more than it used to cost, and $15 less than the new price. So, having said that, let's go back. Click on the Warbond edition, and the Prospector's pretty much the no-brainer here. It's had a few Warbonds in the past. The Razor EX, not a good choice. The Hornet Mark I, always pay attention to the Mark I. We do not want these over here on the left. If you already have it, then obviously, yes, you can use it. If you have something like a Warbond or a non-Warbond to the Hornet Tracker Mark I already, sure, yes, use it. You guys know the game. If you're new to the game, do not put any Hornet Mark I over here. Doesn't matter if it's the Tracker, the Ghost, whatever. Just doesn't matter. Don't put it over here. They will not, I repeat, they will most likely never make it over here on the right-hand side of the game, so you would be stuck here. You wouldn't be able to get to the Hornet Tracker Mark I for any future CCU purchases. It's only good to use if you already have it in your stable. So yeah, Prospector's the no-brainer choice here. I'm just going to make it really easy for you guys. That's the choice. I mean, you could make a case for any of these 150s, I suppose. The Mantis has had one recently, Freelancer Max. I wouldn't do the Expanse. It's still concept. I think the E1's still concept too, isn't it? It hasn't been released. And the Razor's just way down the stack. You're leaving more money on the table. Again, this would be 15. What are the others? For any of the 150s, we'd be at, it's still at 5. Oh, that's 155, my bad. So at any of the 150s, you're still spending 10. Just do the Prospector. Again, unless it makes absolute perfect sense for, like if you had an old free one, I guess, to any of these at 150, maybe it makes sense that you use that in your chain. But for most of the people just joining, Prospector to either the ES or the CL Mark II Zeus are going to be what you want. If I jump back to the chains that I've built, so I built this CL chain previous to today, and it looks like I'd spend 60 total, discount of 90. I'm getting a discount of about 51% of the spend for this particular ship. Same price, so same price for both of the current Zeuses that are available. And if I hit this recreate chain button here, I could actually spend $5 less and reduce my overall spend by 69%. So that's pretty awesome. Even with all the other purchases I've done to line this sucker up, it's cheaper for me right now. Again, this is all based on other CCUs that I've purchased previously. It's not total savings maximized because obviously there's probably a couple more $5 that I could have saved if I had other CCUs saved up. But for what I have right now, including all of those CCUs from the previous chain that I had built in the CCU game app, it's still cheaper to spend, looks like another $5 today. Is that what it would be? Let's go back to ship upgrades. Zeus CL. Right, so here's still $15 discount here. And then go to the Prospector. So yeah, it's $5 for a $20 discount right at the end, which I guess would have been better than the previous one that I had. So there you go. You can see in this chain that I had saved, I have two $5 gaps that I have to fill. 3, sorry, I missed this one down here. And then I have one additional $5 out-of-pocket purchase to make to complete this chain. So yeah, they do happen. And I mean, I can go over the other Zeus here, but they are the same price, so it's going to be the same route to completion. If you don't have anything that's better lined up already, again, you saw my previous chain, and this purchase right here actually makes it cheaper. Based on all of the other CCUs that I have to build this chain, it's actually cheaper buying the increased price Warbond version of this versus having one of the old non-Warbond concept prices. So they do have a couple Warbonds here in the game packages section. I'm going to go over them briefly. There are 2 that are kind of related to Halloween. They just basically come with a slight discount and a paint. So as you can see, we've got the Sulin with purple haze paint, some starting money, the actual game itself, the alpha test version of the game technically. 6 months of insurance for whenever insurance gets put in the game, and a hanger is a standard product with all ships or all game packages. $56. It's a decent discount. It's really not terrible. I don't like the 6-month insurance. Again, my stance is always going to be that if you're buying a game package, that game package ship should just have LTI or at least 10 years. I just don't like the 6-month thing. Like even 1 year is probably enough for a starter ship. I don't like this month stuff down here, so I dislike that, but otherwise it's a decent. I think it's appropriate that the Avenger Titan is given a discount because it's been such a stable, amazing ship for so long in the game. Like this is a great starter ship. It comes with a full set of armor, which is pretty cool. It comes with a sniper rifle, 2 years of insurance. That's good. I think that's really good enough, especially for a starter package. It's kind of like the bare minimum I say is good. The others are like, yeah, sure, whatever. 24-month I think is actually pretty good. I still think it should be LTI. Ideally, it just should be. You're buying a package, you're supporting a game that's been in alpha for 10 years, that's had a lot of people, knock it for being in alpha for so long. I think you should just give LTI. I'm sticking with it. But 24-month I think is passable. I'm okay with it. And it's a decent discount, right? It is technically a $25 discount. Yes, this package used to be cheaper, but they are giving additional things with it. It has a decent value. If you have a friend who's going to jump into the game, or you actually wanted your own second starter pack for a second account or something, it provides a decent value. I do like this one, so I brought it up and figured I'd talk about it. So the only standalone ships that have Warbond pricing right now are the Zeus Mark IIs, the CL and the ES. So yeah, it's just the 2 Mark IIs that I went over for the Warbonds. CCUs. They do have the Warbond version as well of the standalone ship. Again, I rarely recommend these unless you're buying like a chain starter, like if there was a Warbond down here with the Atlas or something, or the Pulse. The Pulse was really good. Actually, the Pulse and why don't they have the? That's weird. They don't have the quad here. Anyway. They've got a lot of ships listed for sale here. So for those of you that are new, they don't always have all the ships available for purchase for whatever reason. It's probably marketing stuff that I'm not going to go into on the channel. But yes, it's marketing reasons, making things scarce, so to speak. But they do have a lot of ships available. Again, I never recommend buying a ship outright unless it's a Warbond price and it's intentionally being purchased for the start of a Warbond CCU chain. But I do cover them when they do hit Warbond, just so everybody is aware. Again, I rarely recommend buying the, not game packs, but the other packs section here. Usually they have some sort of a package deal where you get multiple ships or vehicles, etc. I, again, rarely recommend them. There is a Warbond version of the Zeus Duo pack. It looks like it's got 10-year insurance, which is better. This is a little bit better priced, but it's not really it's not really great. I always prefer to build through the CCU chains, but I guess if somebody really wanted to support the game and they just won the lottery or something, they can spend $300 to get 2 ships. It's basically buying both ships outright in their concept pricing, right? 150 is 300. That's basically what this is. It gives 10 years of insurance for both of them and gives you both ships with nothing else really special. So sure, I covered it. There you go. I don't recommend buying those. Nothing else to report on in the store, folks, so I'm going to call this one done. I hope you found this information valuable, and I hope you get to keep some of that cash in your pocket because of it. If you're staying around this long, might as well hit that like and subscribe buttons. I mean, it always helps, right? Anyway, thanks, guys. Zi-Tek, out.